Hi, it's Deanna with Restore Balance Within. Today we're going to make an easy crock pot chicken dish. It's a curried honey mustard chicken. So what we're going to do is start with 4 skinless breasts of chicken that have been washed, trimmed of any excess fat. We're going to put them in our crock pot. That's 4 of them. You could also use breasts that are skinless, but I'm using thighs. The next thing we're going to do is take some organic chicken broth, and we're going to use 4 cups of that, 1 quart. The next thing we'll do is we're going to use some brown rice. I like to use brown rice because it still has a lot of the nutrients left in it. It's unrefined and unprocessed, without any chemicals added. So we're going to put 1 cup of brown rice right into the liquid. That's going to cook along the way and puff up by the time the meal is finished. I have 1½ cups of cut up mushrooms. I put in a nice apple with the skin that's been chopped. Just add a little sweetness because this has a bite to it. I'm going to use a lot of nice Indian spices, and to kind of cut back a little bit on that bite from the spices, we'll have the sweetness of the apple. That is 1 full apple with the skin on so that we can keep the nutrition. Then I had 1 onion that I've cut up and chopped. I'm going to add the 1 onion in. And now for the flavors. I use mustard, a Dijon type, it doesn't matter what variety. We're going to use a 1/4 cup of the Dijon mustard. Good. Then we're also going to add 1 tablespoon of crushed garlic. Have to put garlic in everything, right? Makes it so good. We're also going to use some honey. 1/3 cup of honey. Again, the honey will take away a little bit of that bite from the spices. This is a really delicious chicken dish. We're going to put in some fresh ginger that's been grated, about 1 tablespoon. And then the spices. I have put all the spices together already to save a little time, and I'm going to tell you what I used. I used a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of curry powder, a pinch of cayenne pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, because the chicken broth will have salt in it already, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and we already talked about the garlic. So all these yummy spices are going to go into your dish. Now you just want to mix it around a little bit. It's a full pot. Put it on for about 4 hours and just let it cook. If it starts to cook down and needs more liquid towards the last hour, go ahead and add a little more chicken broth or some water so that it doesn't dry out. But you're going to notice the rice will start puffing up, and it'll all be one dish that you can just scoop out, and it's delicious. I hope you enjoy it. Namaste.